Hello everyone and welcome to Trail Tracker, where today we've changed countries and we're in the south of France, just outside a little village you can see over there called Daluis. And for a change we're going for an adventure on the e-bike. Lots of people have been asking me where it is, why I haven't been using it. Well, she's back out and we're going to see what sort of action we can get into with her today. And my guide for today is Frank. He's got a guiding company called Ride the Riviera, so if you want to come for a ride in this region, this is the man to check out. So we've been climbing for a few kilometers now and we've got into this really red earth here. Wow. 7 kilometers of climbing, worked up a little sweat. Time for our first downhill. Sometimes, from just the very first few meters of a trail, you can tell that you are about to experience something very special. And this was one of those moments. Wow. Like nothing I've ever ridden before. Amazing. I think it would be fair to say that if your raison d'etre, as the French like to say, is to seek out maximum flow, then this probably isn't going to be the trail for you. Spectacular landscape. But if you like your tech off the beaten track with a stunning backdrop, this is a location you need to visit. Oh, some tricky little corners. Definitely requires quite a light touch on the brakes. Level of grip constantly changing. With the tight squeeze for the pedals. Some absolutely stunning technical riding on this trail. Nothing too scary, but plenty to think about. So Frank was just telling me that the reason that this path actually exists is because the village at the top of the hill used to be a copper mine. It's amazing fragrance from the wildflowers around here. Pity we haven't got smell-o-vision. You'd be able to enjoy it as well. I hadn't done a lot of research for this trip when I found Frank's contact details on the internet. But when I sent him a mail and he got back to me straight away with loads of really useful information, I decided to throw caution to the wind, jump in with both feet and put myself in his capable hands. And boy, did he come up trumps. It's a fair amount of exposure along here, as well as quite a few uphill steps to test out the power of the e-bike. That's how you do it. It's all about speed. No amount of speed, however, was going to get me over some of the obstacles on this traverse. I'd rather not take the risk. I can leave that sort of thing to the young and foolish. So when I first got in contact with Frank, said I was interested in riding in the area, he suggested this trail, said he really liked it, but he was a little bit wary about bringing people on it because of the exposure. And I have to say, now I can see why.
Well, not a bad track.
Well, I don't know, words fail me. Now that's not something that happens very often.
You can touch me.
Okay. It's always something really special about going down the trail blind for the first time, not knowing what's coming up. Oh, this is fun. Oh, Frank said it wasn't too spectacular, but I think it's pretty nice. One thing's for sure, you get a lot of bang for your buck on this tour. If you consider the climb we did, we seem to have got a lot of descent.
What a descent.
Oh, fantastic.
Fantastic.
First big descent in the bag. It was actually 2 descents, and now the next greatest thing about being in France, French sandwiches. Jambon cru, fromage de chèvre. Nom, 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 nom. Wow, look at that gorge. That is amazing. So here we are, top of the last descent, on our way back to Daluis. More exposure. If I'd been on my own, I would have probably ended up staying on the main trail and headed straight back to the village. Thankfully though, I had Frank to make sure I didn't miss this fun descent and the magnificent view of the gorge waiting at the end of it. Oh, fancy that. Off-camber exposure. There's the surprise. Bonjour.
Yes.
Whoa. At this point, you could be forgiven for thinking that the best is behind us. But this is the tour that keeps on giving. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. Oh, trail is sensational. I can't keep saying that all day long, but it really is an absolutely dream of a location to ride. Oh. A little bit of chunk. Lovely. A bit of a technical tail to this trail. Not that I'm complaining. Then to top it off, the added bonus of getting to show a fleet of supercars the best mode of transport for getting down the mountain. Or perhaps not. Okay, so there we go. End of a fabulous tour in Les Gorges de Daluis. Many thanks to Frank. Couldn't have done it without him. I can't do this if that bloody bloke's coming by with his leaf blower either. In the meantime, thanks for coming along. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.